My husband had always been a hard worker, the kind who prided himself on never missing a deadline. So when he started coming home later and later, I didn't think much of it at first. He'd walk in around midnight, loosen his tie, and mumble something about a project or a client dinner. I trusted him, maybe more than I should have. But then the small changes started. He stopped telling me about his day. His phone, once left carelessly on the kitchen counter, now never left his pocket. He showered the moment he got home, and I'd catch faint traces of perfume that didn't belong to me. I told myself it was stress, that he was just tired. After all, we'd been married for 6 years and marriages go through phases. One Thursday evening, he claimed he had to stay at the office again. I was already curled up on the couch with a book when my phone buzzed. It was a message from a friend who worked near his building. "Thought you said your husband was working late? Just saw him holding hands with a woman outside that new wine bar." My stomach twisted. I wanted to ignore it, but something in me snapped. I grabbed my coat, got in the car, and drove to the bar. There he was, sitting in the window, laughing in a way I hadn't seen in months. She touched his arm, leaned close, and he didn't pull away. He looked happy, happier than he'd looked with me in a long time. I didn't storm in. I didn't cause a scene. I just stood outside in the cold, watching, until they got up and left together. I followed from a distance until they stopped at a small hotel a few blocks away. My chest felt hollow. When he came home hours later, I was waiting in the kitchen. He started his usual excuse, but I cut him off with a calm I didn't even know I had. "I know," I said quietly. "It's not work, is it?" His face went pale, and for a moment I thought he might lie again, but instead, he just sat down and buried his face in his hands. The silence between us was louder than any argument we could have had. The next morning, he was gone before I woke up. A note sat on the counter, an apology that didn't change a thing. I realized then that his late nights had never been about work. They were about building a life with someone else while letting ours fall apart. And as much as it hurt, I knew I'd rather face the truth than keep living in the comfort of his lies.